Okay. So for the past few weeks, it's the beginning of a new year, I've been thinking about trying something different. And mostly one of my New Year's resolutions kind of things that I want to do is push myself to make myself uncomfortable and do different things that will kind of face my fears and make me less anxious and less embarrassed, less fearful of doing things that are new to me, and just generally make me more comfortable in social and public settings. One of the ways that I was considering doing that is this. I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about, but I kind of want to try it. First and foremost, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is like directly why this is so weird, making videos. I think generally most of us that have any level of anxiety about society and social things, it comes from like the way people perceive you, and perception isn't really accurate. The way you perceive other people isn't exactly truly who they are. I truly think that like nobody is fully themselves unless they're alone, but your job is not to make sure that you match other people's perception of you, and you can do and be whoever you want. So one of the things that's weird about this, like, it's so cringy to start something like this because it might break people's perception of you. It might be a mess and like awkward and fumbling for a while. And it probably will be, but that's not your job to fix that. You're supposed to be messy. You're supposed to just start. And I think a lot of the things I want to try, I overplan. I'm an overthinker, and so I never take the first step. And I think I want to just start moving first and learn along the way with things like this and some of my other hobbies right now. But it's reminding me of a lot of quotes. Like, I watch way too many inspirational reels, but one of the quotes I've known for a long time is, "You are under no obligation to be the same person today as you were yesterday." And I like that concept of like, you don't owe people consistency in your identity. You can change up who you are, whoever you want, whenever you want, and you don't need to start at the beginning of a new year. You can start today or tomorrow, whenever you want. But also the idea of like, I'll start tomorrow is something that I struggle with, because I tend to be the kind of person who feel like I'll do it later. And by most people, it's like the trap that you fall into is like, you never end up actually starting. So do it now is kind of more what I'm trying to embody these days, like this. So I saw a video recently that was talking about how you're not afraid to become a different person. You're afraid to act in a way that might surprise people who think they know you, and then it doesn't fit how they think they know you, and then that's what makes you uncomfortable. But they'll learn to get over it. And I think if you never let them know your next move, that kind of thing, they'll get used to the unexpected, and then you can do whatever you want. And I'd kind of love that idea. I really want to be free from fear. I've been crippled with anxiety my whole life, and I think the freedom from that would be conquering fear by facing it. And in the past 2 years of my life, I've done a lot more things that I was anxious about or afraid about, and they've all been so rewarding and equally difficult. But honestly, I think I could go harder. I think I could do more that's scary. Personally, that has to do with like performance and being in front of people and making a fool of myself, which reminds me of like the Hot Takes interview with Austin Butler that's like kind of popular online. Some people know it, that he quotes somebody else. It actually really bugs me that a lot of people say it's him directly, but he says a friend of his or something told him the quote, "Embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself. Feel that feeling of cringe and go after it." And I love that idea. I'd really like to try more to do that. So this is one of the ways. it's actually really difficult to conquer embarrassing yourself on purpose and doing things that make you feel embarrassed regularly. But ultimately, I think I need to do like one of these, do something that makes you uncomfortable every day. Or I admire the people who do let's get rejected 1,000 times. I find it really interesting how often, if you go out and do things that you believe you'll get rejected from, you get rejected a lot less than you think. But like rejection therapy and those kind of things, I fear the people who do that because that's crazy. But I admire it. Like if I could, I would. And maybe that brings me to like, the only thing in your way is you. And ultimately, you're the one who decides what's for you and what isn't for you. And a lot of times I realize that I've kind of decided that I've written things off as not a possibility for me, or like that doesn't fit my personality. But why? There's no reason that they can't be. If I wanted to try something new, why couldn't I? Even if it was something that didn't fit who I am or would be unexpected. I don't know. I find like I've done things that would shock me a couple years ago in the past year, and I want to keep going down that road. And it's like memory, if you realize like how people talk about time goes faster as you get older, but it's not really time going faster, it's that your life is getting more monotonous and your brain doesn't store memories that are repetitive and insignificant. So I've been doing acting, which for me makes me feel like a child because it's so new. I've been in English as my major in college, but I've been in English and doing that my whole life, but I've never taken an acting class until like 6 months ago, and every concept about how to go about it is completely foreign to me, and it's so much more challenging in a completely different, emotionally taxing, physically moving way that I'm not used to. Like, I've learned I really should have taken a dance class at least once in my life because I can't do coordinated steps, and expressing emotion through your whole body is not something most people do. You don't realize how much like you're limited to the top of your body or like only your hands, but it's fascinating, it's terrifying, and I kind of love it because it's terrifying. And so I want more things like that in my life. I want to do more, and I want to start like taking off those bucket list items and working toward things that I keep telling people someday I'm going to do, because someday never comes. You have to decide that that day is today. And so for a few of those things at a time, I've decided that like now is the time. And this is going to be hopefully one of those. I keep starting things and having no determination that I won't let it go and just drop it in a little while. But I think that's like the complete wrong mindset, because when I start certain things, like starting to go to college, it never occurred to me that I wouldn't just finish college because I started. I'm usually an all or nothing kind of person, and sometimes with hobbies and things, I tell myself like, oh, I'll just try it and I'll probably give it up. But that's probably exactly why I do. And I'd like to think like, just keep going even if it's seemingly meaningless. And I think that ultimately this is going to be more for me than anyone else. Because who the hell is going to watch this? Probably not anyone. But on the off chance someone does, I might as well say hi. I'm Silas. I'm almost 22. I'm in college, getting an English bachelor's degree, and minoring in theater now, which is a lot more fun than the English part. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with the English degree, but it's better than no degree in my mind. And the theater part has been a hell of a lot of fun. And yeah, the journey of like the butterfly, I feel like just kind of how I ended up in a theater minor, but it's fascinating how that works and like where that'll take you. I don't know how long this is, but I wanted to leave it off with kind of the idea of like, one of the biggest things about potentially posting something like this that scares me is the idea that somebody I know would be watching it. But to that I want to say, who cares? If you see this and you happen to know me in real life, so what? I don't plan to say anything or do anything on here that isn't authentically something I'm interested in or believe in or is honestly my truth and who I am. And maybe you don't know that about me yet. That's okay. And I will probably be really uncomfortable if you bring it up to me in person for a long time, but hopefully that'll change. So we'll see what this becomes, but we'll leave it at that. Until next time.